Welcome to Bennett Spring State Park. This is a great place to visit whether you want to have a picnic, just take a walk in the woods, or spend a great day trout fishing. Everybody knows about the trout fishing at Bennett Spring. You know, you can bait fish in the Susie hole, or you can find really super selective trout that rise readily to a small dry fly if you're really into that. So there's something for everybody in terms of fishing. But I want to make sure people understand that there are also opportunities to hike. We're standing right here at the gauging station built by the Civilian Conservation Corps in 1936. And downstream from here, the spring trail runs all the way down to the hatchery. And so you can walk along the bank all the way down, and it's a pretty nice stroll. But we also have very strenuous trails here in the park. We're just the trailhead for the natural tunnel trail, the natural bridge trail, is just off to my left here, about a quarter mile, and that's a 7.5 mile trail that's very strenuous, but takes you to a really neat natural feature where the water has carved a tunnel directly through the hill. It's about 400 feet long, so that's a really neat place to visit, but it's a lot more strenuous than the walking you find here on the spring trail. We have other trails in the park that give you different experiences. You can see some glades and other places that you're not going to experience at home. So when you come to Bennett Spring, bring your fishing rods, but also pack your hiking boots, because you'll enjoy that too. We've got a swimming pool for the kids. If you're not into camping, we've got the best campgrounds in the state that you're going to find are right here at Bennett Spring. But if you're not into camping, we've also got great cabins along the Spring Branch and plenty of lodging for folks to enjoy.
And just for a day trip, Bennett is just a beautiful place, isn't it? I mean, it's I've been to a lot of state parks, and there's some beautiful state parks, but Bennett is just a gorgeous place to spend a day or a week.
It really is. It's a really special place. You know, just look around. The spring is gorgeous. The trees are in bloom right now, and the birds are chirping. It's a very pretty place. It's one of my favorites. I've been coming here since I was a boy, and I always enjoy it when I get to come back.
Have you done a lot of camping here and fishing? Or?
I have. I caught my first trout right over here at the spring when I was just a kid, and I've been coming down here. I remember as a boy coming with my scout troop from Kansas City every August, and I would look forward to it because we would come down to Bennett Spring and we would camp, we'd float the Niagara River, and we'd fish in the spring.
Do you know how many campgrounds do they have? Do they just have one big campground, or they have RV hookups and some primitive camping here too, right?
We do. We have camping for everybody. We've got a really nice RV campground with full service hookups and 50 amp. And we also have two smaller campgrounds up on the hill that provide both electric hookups and basic tent sites. But all the campgrounds have shower houses and baths, and they have all the amenities that people need to have a good time camping.
Do you know anything about the visitation here at Bennett Spring? Is this one of your more popular state parks?
Bennett Spring is one of the more visited state parks in the state. We have visitation approaching 1 million almost every year, and that's a lot of people to visit a place this special. And you wouldn't know it when you visit, because our park staff does a great job of keeping the park clean and looking ready for the next visitor. But a lot of people come here. But that doesn't mean that you have to have that hectic scene that you see on the news on opening day. That happens on opening day, and that's a great ritual and a Missouri tradition. But you can come out on a day like today and have plenty of casting room.